Hurricane Roslyn is rapidly intensifying as we enter October the 22nd here on the west coast of Mexico. The now Category 2 intensity storm by our analysis is currently located at 16.7 degrees north, 105.4 degrees west. And you can see there on that satellite imagery an eye has begun to form already, believe it or not. Right now, the hurricane has winds of 100 miles per hour, that's 160 kilometers per hour in 1 minute sustained winds, and a pressure of 976 millibars. Movement right now, north-northwest, at 7 miles per hour, which is 10 kilometers per hour in its current movement. As far as the wind field on this hurricane goes, it's actually quite tiny regarding eastern Pacific storms on average. 60 nautical miles only on the northeastern and southeastern side right now, located very close to the coast of Mexico, but impacts are starting to be felt in terms of heavy rainfall. Right now, the storm is currently located 177 miles away from Manzanillo, 181 from Tecoman, 271 from Puerto Vallarta, 332 from Tepic, and 454 from Mazatlan. A hurricane warning is in effect for the coast of Mexico from Playa Perula to El Roblito, the Las Islas Marias. A hurricane watch is in effect for north of El Roblito to Mazatlan, and a tropical storm warning is in effect for south of Playa Perula to Manzanillo. And we could be seeing parts of those hurricane watches be upgraded to warnings on the line as the hurricane edges closer towards land. So this is what the intensity estimates are looking right now. Hopelessly behind on the satellite, on the intensification of this hurricane right now. You'll see why we were on 100 miles per hour at the satellite imagery segment. It is a phenomenal hurricane already, with a eye already on signs of appearing. So here's our latest forecast cone that I made. A rather aggressive, albeit 130 miles per hour peak, but considering the appearance of the storm and given the latest trends, I feel like that's the goodest call. Wind shear is continuing to drop. Sea surface temperatures do not decrease up until landfall. But you'll see, luckily, that this hurricane, as typically Eastern Pacific storms do in this time frame, think of Ken of 2002, Willa 2018, Pete on this day actually 2018, and Patricia all weekend before they went into landfall. And I don't see why Roslyn won't follow in their footsteps, given that wind shear is going to rise. Having a good look at these sea surface temperatures right now, they are favorable for this storm to continue to rapidly intensify up until landfall. Well, I shouldn't say up until landfall, but over the next 12 to 24 hours. What will this storm get up to? We'll have to wait and see on that in terms of the peak intensity. So here's what the HWRF model is forecasting right now, Category 4 there on the HRF run. Rainfall not looking like a too overly big threat, maybe a coastal threat, but as that circulation rapidly dies off as it moves inland, that rainfall threat will decrease with the system. So having a look at the intensity forecast here, hopelessly behind, to be honest, on the storm's intensification phase. This is what only just began to happen, really. Wind shear is forecast to be low, which will promote additional intensification, but as you can see there, as it goes inland, shear goes up, skyrockets, and that will produce some weakening. Although we're forecasting 120 miles per hour at landfall, could be a little bit weaker than that before it comes in. Let's hope that it weakens pretty significantly down to maybe Category 2, maybe if we're lucky, Category 1 status. So having a look at the satellite imagery of this phenomenal Eastern Pacific hurricane, you can see already an eye is starting to form already. And look at those cloud tops, negative 70 degrees Celsius, maybe even negative 80 at points, all already surrounding the eye wall. Vertical hot towers wrapping around the eye wall quite at a rapid pace too, which does indicate that this storm is rapidly intensifying. It is now at Category 2 intensity, with additional intensification probably up to major hurricane status, likely over the next few hours. How high will this storm get? We'll have to wait and see right now. Our latest indications are a low-end Category 4, but weakening as it comes into land. Of course, take the necessary precautions for this dangerous hurricane while you still can, and you can follow the latest on our outlets on the latest on this hurricane, and stay tuned to your National Weather Service office or local meteorological organization for the latest information on Hurricane Roslyn as it rapidly intensifies. We'll have more on this storm in the coming days.